These two Beyblades are from the very first generation where metal was first introduced. Here we have Dark Leopard and Attack type against Phantom Fox, a super tanky Beyblade. Both of these Beyblades have two secret special abilities that are yet to be known, but will slowly activate in battle to surprise its opponent. Watch how these Beyblades conduct a masterclass in battle strategy to outplay their opponent. And in this battle, Dark Leopard needs to aim for a knockout, because in stats alone, Phantom Fox has a lot more stamina than Dark Leopard, and so far Dark Leopard is struggling to produce any results, which will inevitably force itself to use its special ability. So what was this special ability that Dark Leopard just activated? You see, Dark Leopard has a secret mode change that can activate mid-battle. When it's first launched, it utilizes a sharp-like tip, making it less aggressive to conserve stamina in the beginning. Then, in the middle of the battle, the tabs on its running core releases, letting it drop onto a large circle flat tip, giving it an extreme burst of power in the end. And luckily enough, Dark Leopard was able to activate this special ability at the perfect moment, because as you saw before, the previous two hits barely dealt any knockback. It genuinely needed that extra boost of power to assist it in winning, and it came at the perfect time. And if you like that battle, get prepared to witness some more, because we still have more abilities to witness from both sides. This battle series will be a best of 3, so first Beyblade to 2 points will win, with Dark Leopard up 1 point. And now let's get into round 2. And now in round 2, Phantom Fox is trying to look for a point of its own, but this time it's playing extremely aggressive to try to get a knockout. But most importantly, it goes for this attack to activate its special ability. This ability allows Phantom Fox to actually split itself in two. But luckily enough, Dark Leopard was able to use the wall to completely knock out the other half, which turns the battle back into a 1v1. And Dark Leopard still has its special ability that it's about to activate to look for the game-ending knockout. But wait, Phantom Fox has one more special ability. Look how Phantom Fox just completely redirected the blow to send it flying straight up instead of outside of the arena. This is Phantom Fox's second special ability. Phantom Fox's tip is actually spring-loaded, which allows it to actually bounce and absorb blows easier than other Beyblades. Without that, Phantom Fox would have just been completely knocked out. And with that, Phantom Fox actually did take the win, because with that final hit, both Beyblades were sent flying, but Dark Leopard was the one that was knocked out. That battle was quite intense because it looked like Phantom Fox was going to lose. But that battle also revealed both of Phantom Fox's special ability, which the first one was allowing it to split into 2 separate Beyblades. Don't get me wrong, these Beyblades actually weigh a good amount. One portion of this Beyblade could definitely take on a regular Beyblade in a battle. You have the top half, which is the piece with the highest attack damage with its upper attack claws that can look to knock out your opponents. And the bottom half, which is a smooth circular piece that aims to outspin your opponent through pure defense and stamina. Phantom Fox's second special ability is actually on the top layer of Phantom Fox only, which, as I explained earlier, the tip is actually spring-loaded, which helps when this Beyblade splits, because when you land, it's a lot more of a softer blow, which definitely helped absorb Dark Leopard's attack, preventing it from getting completely knocked out. But now the score is tied up 1-1, which means the next battle will be the final battle. But before we hop onto the next segment, let me tell you about Beyhaven and BeyLocker. BeyLocker is the #1 place to get Beyblade X parts, which is the newest generation of Beyblade for either competitive or casual play. But if you're looking for Metal Fight Beyblades and or antique Beyblades, Beyhaven is the place to go. Beyhaven has all types of Metal Fight Beyblades from Season 1 to Season 3, as well as a parts section to build your own Beyblade. Some Beyblades get sold out pretty quick, but don't worry, Beyhaven restocks every Friday at exactly 12 AM EST. Check out these 2 sites for all Beyblade interests. Now, back to the video. Both Beyblades start out the fight with back-to-back blows. Dark Leopard is playing extremely aggressively, trying to land hits before Phantom Fox can land any of its own. Just look at this double hit it gets here. Phantom Fox is just taking all of these hits right before it goes for its own blow. This hit actually forces Phantom Fox to activate its special ability, but this time both parts manage to stay on the field, which now turns the battle into a 2v1. With this, Dark Leopard is at a disadvantage, as now there are 2 spinning variables that can slow it down, but luckily it has one more extra special ability in its kit. This special ability comes from a ring of free spinning spikes right below Dark Leopard's wheel, which will help it deflect the barrage attacks from Phantom Fox. But now let's just sit back and see how this battle unfolds. That battle was just a masterclass. Dark Leopard had to face the 2v1 special from Phantom Fox, and we were also able to see Dark Leopard's second ability, which is the ring of free spinning spikes that lay under Dark Leopard's blade. And that special ability is actually quite useful against Phantom Fox, because when Phantom Fox splits into two, its height is quite low compared to the average Beyblade. And because of that, the height of the free spinning spikes actually match the height of Phantom Fox's blades when it split. So not only does it absorb Phantom Fox's attacks, but also deals damage of its own. So yeah, now we have every Beyblade special ability revealed, with Dark Leopard's boost ability that allows it to gain an extreme burst of speed and power and its free spinning ring of spikes, and Phantom Fox's split ability with its spring-loaded tip. And isn't it quite amazing on how all of these abilities can actually make a huge difference in a battle? Because at one point in a battle, you might think that you're going to lose it, but perhaps you might have your own special ability up in your sleeve. I feel like because of how fast these Beyblade battles can be, it's hard to actually witness the small changes. By slowing everything down and really immersing yourself in the action, you'll be surprised at just how many incredible details you've been missing. Especially from the very first Beyblade generation, because this generation was completely loaded with gimmicks. More than any other generation combined. You had Beyblades that had a literal wheel on it, a Beyblade made almost triple the size of the average Beyblade, Beyblades that can spin both left and right at the same time, and so much more. Which is why the Beyblade battles in the Plastic Gen and HMS are some of the coolest, especially because some of the designs back then looked like you could actually hurt yourself if you were to grab your Beyblade. From Beyblades where the blades were actually pointing towards the spin direction, and from Beyblades like this one where it's made out of literal spikes. You see that? Yeah, that was at a tournament. And the HMS generation was especially cool because every Beyblade back then could spin both left and right. There was really no unique spin direction. So because of that, your blades could interact differently based off which spin direction you chose. Anyways, I'm going to be honest, I need the 8 minutes, so I'm going to show you guys the battle series between Jigger MS and Phantom Fox, but in real time.